everybody. We finally made it to the last notes for remote. Yay, we finally get you guys back in person. I'll be more than happy to get you guys back. It's been a rough few weeks. Remember, if you do these notes, you can get some extra credit. And these notes, they're actually pretty easy. But when you kind of get it mixed in with all the other ones, they get a little tricky because they look so similar. So what we're looking at here is the triangle angle bisector theorem. So what we have here is we have a triangle, the same as we've been working off of triangles a lot. Here is an angle bisector. Remember, an angle bisector splits this angle into two equal pieces. Because I have two equal pieces, I've created some proportional sides. So this side is proportional to this side. So I can say 24 over 20. And then, let me go ahead and change color, 30 over x. That's my other side. Now, don't get this confused with when we were doing the altitude ones, the right triangle ones, because nothing here is a right triangle. We don't know it's a right triangle. Because the right triangle ones, remember, was total over corner, corner over same side. These are different. That's what makes them tricky, is because they look so similar, but they have a different setup. Cross multiply, so 24x equals 20 times 30 is 600. So I can take the 600, divide by 24, I get 25. So this segment here is 25. That's a 25. Number 2, set up the same way. I've got it turned different. I was like working off of this right triangle, so I'm going to go kind of here to here. So 36 can line up with 24. Set that equal to 30 can line up with x. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to put an x there. So 30 over x. There's my setup. 36x equals cross multiply 30 times 24, I get 720. Divide by 36, x is 20. So my missing side here is 20. So because I have an angle bisector, with an angle bisector, these sides are proportional. I get proportional sides. Proportional sides. That's how I've got it set up. So that's the first two. That's the first two. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need time to write things down. That's the entire reason we have a video. Let me scroll to the next two. Next two. Slightly different. Here's my angle bisector, so I'm coming this way. Well, 5 can go over 3. That's easy enough. 5 over 3 equals 10 goes over whatever that is. But I didn't give you a number there. But I can make up a number there. I can put an x there. So 10 over x. Cross multiply. 5x equals 30. X equals 6. But that's not my final answer this time. Because my final answer is, what was the entire side? So if this piece is 3 and this 3 piece is 6, my final answer is going to be 9. That's what I was actually looking for, was the entire side. So that's how this one was set up a little bit different. So number 4, again, I can put an x here. I don't know what it is, so I can put an x. So 6 over x, 12 over 10. There's my setup. 12x, 60. X is 5. So 5 is this segment here. But that's not my final answer. My final answer is, what is this entire bottom? Well, 5 plus 10 is 15. So 15 is what I was actually looking for. So that's what made 3 and 4 a little bit different, was there was an extra step. There's an extra step. Any questions 3 and 4? Not sure how you're going to ask me questions. I'm doing the video. Let's go to the next two. You guys are so quiet anyway, sometimes I lose track if I'm doing a video or actually talking to you. The set appears the same as the others. I'm kind of working my way this way. 2016 equals 6x plus 6 plus x, 12. So the setup is just the same as what we did on 1 and 2. There's no difference here. The only thing that is different is I got a little bit more algebra. Do your cross multiplication, but I'm going to have to put this in parentheses. 20 times 12 is 240. Distribute the 16. Subtract, I got carried away here. 16 times 6 is 96, plus 16x equals 240. 240 subtract 96, 16x equals 144. Divide by 16, I get 9. So x is 9. That's what I was looking for. Solve for x, x is 9. That's my final answer. That's my final answer. 6 is set up the same way. This compared to these. So 2x minus 3 over 9, 10 over 6. There's my setup. Cross multiply. Don't forget you got to get that 2x minus 3 in parentheses. 9 times 10 is 90. Distribute. Add the 18. X is 9. So I got another 9 there. I got a little crazy on my 9s on this particular worksheet. So 5 and 6. The setup isn't different. You're comparing these to these. Because of my angle bisector, I've got proportional sides here. We're just going to have to solve the algebra, though. So that's 5 and 6. 2 to go. These compare 12, 9. These compare, but I didn't give that to you again. I can find it because if this whole thing is 24 and I subtract 9, I get a 15. So that's going to be a 15 there. So x plus 10 over 15. That's my set. These compare to these. This over this. I can almost just kind of do this. And I get my proportion. Multiply those diagonals. 12 times 15 was 180. Distribute the 9. Subtract. X equals 10. So x is 10 there. So that's my final answer. I was looking for the 10. 1 to go. Well, again, this goes with this. This goes with whatever this is. I didn't give it to you again, but I can find it. 15 subtract 6 is 9. Like I said, you can almost just kind of put this, put an equal there. There's my proportion. X minus 1 over 6, 12 over 9. And there's actually a lot of ways you can write this. You could have done 9 over 12, 6 over x minus 1. That's the same thing. Cross multiply. 6 times 12 is 72. 9x minus 9 equals 72. Add the 9. 9x equals 81. X equals 9. That's my answer. X equals 9. Like I said, I got a little crazy on the 9s of this worksheet. So this is the last thing we're looking at proportions. We've been looking at similar figures and proportional sides. The quiz on this isn't going to be until Wednesday when we get back. I wanted an in-person quiz. Monday and Tuesday, like half of the time period, we're going to spend kind of reviewing all of those. We're going to review geometric mean, right triangle leg theorem, right triangle altitude theorem, side splitter, and then these again. So there's 5 things on that quiz, 5 things. So total is going to probably end up being about a 28-point quiz, a smidge bigger than the 25. But Monday and Tuesday, about a half of the period, we'll review. Also, Monday and Tuesday, we're going to do Pythagorean theorem for the other half. So that's the plan. Do your notes, get some extra credit, do your homework, get your points. And I'm so happy I get to finally see you guys back next week. See you in person. Bye-bye.